Hey y'all, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for joining me for another Halloween venture for 2020. Y'all, we are making a fun card today. Can you see that? Yeah. Some fun ink blending, a little bit of texture, a little bit of dimension, and this fun red rubber background stamp called Boo Convention by Technique Junkies. So Pat Huntoon is the owner of Technique Junkies, and she has some very, very fun stamps. You guys want to check her out. I'll be sure to have her linked and listed below. I actually got this stamp to make my daughter a birthday card, and I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but we just love it. It's so much fun. You could look at that, just black on white. I mean, boom. Done. You could be done right there. So yeah, so I stamped it up on my watercolor paper. It's the Arteza, and then I used my ink on 3 detail black. I think it's called Black as Night. Yeah, it's the Black as Night black embossing powder. And then I set it aside, and then I pulled out this die cut panel that was just sitting in my stash because I messed something up a while ago. And this is one of the Whimsy Stamps dies. Let me see if I can. Nope. You know me, I never have things right where I need them. I will have it listed and linked below. I believe it's called Scallop Rectangle Die. Could it be that simple? I don't know, but I'll make sure that I tell you downstairs. Sorry guys. But anyway, isn't that a sweet, sweet die cut? I love the little scallopy frames, and they've got that little pierce detail. It's so cute. And so this ink blending, guys, I'm really happy with it. I used the black soot, and I think it is the hickory smoke, as well as that crackling campfire. Guys, that I think is my favorite color right now. So I am taking some of my shimmer spritz spray, and I'm making some splatters, but I'm just in love with that ink blending. I kind of wanted to just leave it but I'm also in love with splatters, so I went with the splatter. So I've just put a little bit of the ink on my workstation. I don't know why words are so hard when I hit record. I'm sorry. So going to town with the splatter. I do the black soot. I do the shimmer. You can see the little bits of shimmer there. I also do the crackling campfire, which is so very pretty. It's like this orangey red. It is definitely a color that we didn't know was missing from the Distress line. It's beautiful. And I almost have my Distress Oxide collection complete. I'm very excited about that. Once I was done with splattering all the different inks, then I also pull out some, I believe it's just the white metallic watercolor paper from Brutus Monroe. It's not the pearl, because the pearl is a little too transparent. I wanted something that has a little more opacity to it that you can see. So I put down way too little. I don't know why I start like that. And there's still color in my brush, that little fan brush that I'm using. So it actually was becoming gray. So I put down a little bit more, and now I'm getting the look that I want. And it's still, you know, the Distress Oxides reactivate with liquid. So all of these kind of meld together with the Distress Oxide inks, and it creates such a fun effect. Now, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I can't explain, except for, you know, evil forces being at work, I lost the footage of me painting up the ghosts. And what I did was I just used watercolor brushes. I used different sizes, and I used the exact same Distress Oxide inks that I did the ink blending with. And that way all your bits and pieces coordinate, right? They marry together when you use the same color palette. So here I'm trying to figure out exactly where my little panels need to lay so that my die cut piece on top will cover them perfectly and not have any bits and pieces sticking out that shouldn't be sticking out. And you know, there's no perfection, and this is actually a little bit of a process for me. Side note though, if you wanted to make this into a shaker card, this is where you would do that. You would actually have put your acetate on before the foam tape. So, but you could do it at this point as well. It really, you know, it would be different for sure, but you could still do it. That would have lots of depth and dimension if you made your shaker card underneath the foam tape. That would be kind of fun. It's kind of got my juices flowing. I don't know, I have so many ideas going on right now, so many things I want to do, and I sit down at the desk and I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Does that happen to you guys? You have all these great ideas. You're so inspired by the fun things that you see, all the beautiful talent that's going on out there in crafty world. You sit down at your desk and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So here is the card. I love it so much. I used the Happy Halloween from a Colorado Craft stamp set, and that is actually called, I don't know, Witch's Hat. It's called Witch's Hat. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think downstairs. And this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a like, a comment, especially a comment, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'd sure appreciate it if you would. And I'll be back with another venture very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.